And the game begins. Whose hand is this?
This
Peace treaty,
is
so
you're on peace treaty,
Hasan's.
right? Yep. So
Yeah, we can see him typing. That's one solid hand.
okay, so he has a few problems, right? To
No, has two great headlines. Actually, I would be if events allow in favor of eventing both. I mean, middle is scoring as a headline and containment as maybe AR1, since blockade discarding Fidel sounds just great.
I mean, he creates a problem for the CIA, right? But that's a really good hand, right? Middle is scoring, Castronazi scientist.
Yes, pretty decent, unless purged, in which case, yeah, not as solid. But other than
No, but
that,
he gets to control the goal, so that's really
mm,
important.
yeah, no 4-ups though, not a single one, so that's a little bit disappointing and worrying, since if he doesn't have any 4-ups, then Thomas, well, might have quite a few. No D cards, so potentially decent, but very much dependent on how lucky Thomas was here.
Okay.
But still, I would be pretty glad to see containment, captured Nazi scientists, and Middle East scoring in US hand. By the way, this is one game or best of 3?
It's gonna be best of 3,
Okay,
but
cool.
yeah, this is the first one. I'm gonna do a little modification here on this. Transform, edit transform.
Will we get to see Thomas's hand as well, like in your
I am
fancy All Stars
I'm working on it
videos?
right now.
Oh,
We should be able to. But it's like it's really unstable. His internet seems
okay. No
so
worries. In that case, well, you would just have to root for Hasan, your fellow commentator. I mean,
yeah.
it's always good if a story has a clear-cut hero and a villain.
Yeah.
A very good story needs a Voldemort here. And see, he's
I agree.
purging his opponent. Pure Voldemort move. Okay, so now what do
Absolutely.
we want? Containment here. The benefit wouldn't be very high.
Okay. We have both
Mm,
hands right now. It's kind of like coming in and out, but I mean, we'll see.
yeah, assuming that the goal would go to space, you would have to no. Maybe Fidel is better for space.
We'll see.
Okay, that's annoying as always, because you don't really have time to event containment right now. You don't necessarily want to, maybe. In that case, what? 2 ups into
I mean, how
Pakistan?
much ups are you gonna get there? Because you might hold blockade, so in case you get the D card, distal
No,
for the next
no,
turn.
no. If you event containment, you don't hold blockade. You get to dump the goal with it. You don't want to hold blockade ever.
Okay.
If there is only any decent chance of dumping it relatively painlessly on turn 1, you might
Okay.
get a D card on turn 2.
So you're thinking containment plus blockade discard Fidel.
Yeah, but that runs into blockade discard the goal. He's purged.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yep.
So that probably runs into Asia domination here, since Afghanistan move. But that doesn't even stop domination. Okay,
Yeah.
he's reconsidering it, remembering that he has only 2 ups, so both should go into Pakistan or both Malaysia. Maybe. Not a fan of playing into non-battleground.
I mean, Tomas is
If there,
playing like he actually has a scoring card, but I think he doesn't.
well, the 2 into Afghanistan is an old-style play. Where, from the times when we still cared about
Afghanistan.
non-battlegrounds in the early war. I mean, until Sankt with us into thinking otherwise.
Hmm. Okay.
So, from a new school type of player, I would say no way. He must have Asian scoring.
He act-
Thomas,
I
goes back.
don't want to talk about hands until they confirm that they are not listening. because they're supposed to be, but
But we
uh,
already talked a lot
that's
about
a
Hasan.
that's a problem. Yeah,
So
I don't wanna turn this into a match with open hands, you know.
yeah, but what do we talk about then?
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, we can sort of comment, but yeah, I just want them to confirm that they're not listening. I mean, I muted myself on the other.
I mean, that shown us the event. So
I haven't served defense, so they should not even listen to anything.
mm,
So not even listen
okay.
to themselves, you know.
Okay, what happened here? Okay, so just Philippines, Malaysia. Yeah, if he has Asia scoring, he'll just go to Pakistan. That also means, yeah, no containment. So he's holding blockade, playing Fidel. Yeah. In long term, with a pert hand, you don't stop Asia domination, especially with a weak hand with no Indo-Pakistani war like this.
Yep.
Just
Not
not
only that,
done.
but yeah, you have. I mean, you don't have a bad hand, but it's being purged. You just reduce the value of it way too much. He doesn't have even a four
Yeah.
to be able to get a
I would
decent
have
coup anywhere.
just ate that domination, playing containment for the event. I mean, if you have domination, okay. Down 5 VPs, I can afford it after Middle East scoring.
The key is Tomas doesn't know that the weakness of his hand. I mean, he can guess it because of the purge, but he really doesn't know that he has a bunch of ones and twos, right?
Hmm. I mean, if there was a 4 up in Hassan's hand, he
He would have
probably
played
should have
already.
played it on IR1 already.
Yeah, absolutely.
To Pakistan, Malaysia, probably.
I mean, do you think he's gonna? No, he's not gonna go for the.
No, he'll
You think
just.
he's gonna go for Thailand? No,
No, no, no, no, no.
no. It's inviting the coup there, especially
Mm.
if you are kind of counter coup.
I mean, with a richer hand, if he had a 4 up to counter coup, it's definitely on 5, maybe.
Hmm. What about what do you think is gonna? Do you think he's gonna? What do you think he's gonna hold? Containment for the next turn, or he's
No,
gonna play
blockade.
containment?
Has to blockade. He
Okay,
doesn't have a card to discard to it.
okay.
Okay, stealing space phrase. Ah, good play from Thomas. Because now what do you do? Event Nazis down 2 VPs,
Oof.
maybe.
I mean, it's
Probably
one
still
VP for
should.
one up, right? It's still
Okay,
worth it.
cool with a 1 up. Yeah, if he doesn't roll a 5 or higher, that's likely just bad.
I mean that if you just wanna drop the Defcon, but yeah, but you don't have any other card to do it anyway.
I mean, you have to do it eventually, probably, but I assume you still want the Nazi scientist
Okay,
event.
there's a
So
Defcon.
yeah. And besides, revealing Fidel now was premature. Maybe at a lower DEFCON. So no, I would have invented Nazis probably, just since it's decent enough event already.
Yeah.
Even if opponent beats you to space. Okay, but now Thomas.
Middle East score, Europe untouched for now. Uh, Asia almost dominated by.
Yeah, but maybe it's somewhat defensible.
I mean, he has one more country that he can take easily without actually going into a cool war. That is Indonesia. But
Mm.
if Tomas wanna take something, he has to go through India to get Burma, right?
No, if Thomas has Asia scoring, then he'll not get domination this turn, it seems.
No,
Because he
he'll
still needs to coup to get mill-ups. And so he would have just one action round to establish a domination, so no time to fight, like, influence into Indonesia. On the other hand, if he doesn't have Asia scoring, then there's no reason to fight for Asia now. He should just probably coup Iran. Unless he has CIA. yes, CIA queuing Iran is, well, obviously risky. Counter coup and you're stuck.
Hmm. The only, do you think, well, Thomas must get rid of CIA before this drop to DEFCON 2, right?
Yeah, well, yes, if he has it, and well, we
He
have
does
no
has it.
way
I can tell
of
you
divining that.
he has
Sorry.
Nasser, CIA created, socialist governments, and Arab-Israeli war. That's
Oh, so we do have an inside man.
yeah,
So CIA, Nasser, and sorry, what? What was the
socialist
third?
governments and Arab-Israeli. So he has
Oh, okay. So no Asia scoring.
no, he's just scoring. No, he's
Old
gonna
school play with Afghanistan.
okay.
He goes for a coup first.
Okay, so he drops to the Afghan, now
Okay.
gives the choice to Hassan.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Hassan gets to coup back. See, there is nothing there, but he should rush to
The only
Egypt
coup to
probably
drop DEFCON is either Cuba or Iraq, right? Maybe
and get one missing meal up and go to Iran. Sorry, to Egypt, of course, with containment. That's still costly. He cannot hold on to Libya. Well, 5. Utterly meaningless, but still a 5.
Twitch chat is
Okay,
confirming they believe them that none of them are listening to. Either way, we are talking about both hands, so this is an open hand match. They should have said something at this point.
yeah, that would be awkward. Come on, now Nazis? No, that's too generous. Thomas gets Egypt and Libya.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought he would have done like a. He had the opportunity to get two ARs back to back with the CIA. I thought he would have tried to do something with that, even though it's his perch and all. But still.
Yeah, so we can. The threat you need to respond to was Nasser in Soviet hand.
But
So
you need at least two ops to be able to respond to that.
no containment, and you go to Egypt. He plays Nasser, and then it gets tricky, all right, because the goal, taking Libya, would mean obviously allowing the Soviets to take France at
Yeah.
their leisure.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
the
if.
goal needs to be spaced this turn, it
Yeah,
seems.
that's what I was thinking. Maybe space and whole blockade and play containment for two ops. That you want to go, you want to go to Egypt before he plays Nasser, so you make sure that when Sadat comes back, it's insta flip.
Yes, and Soviets don't even have presence for a moment there.
Yep,
I
that's true. But
assume
it's already
not.
been scored as well, so probably low priority.
I wonder what Thomas is considering now. If does he want to gamble on Lebanon as well?
Do you think
Be,
that Hassan might be thinking about getting last AR, getting to Thailand,
uh,
taking
I don't think
taking?
it matters. No. Hassan. Okay, to Nasser, he must respond by taking Lebanon. So his last AR will be spacing because you can't just
Yeah,
give away both Egypt and Lebanon. So the
okay,
other one goes to Thailand probably since
okay.
why not?
That's decent, and then just space next AR.
Yes. No, still. Okay, maybe his hand was too poor to go for Egypt, Libya, because he couldn't afford to take Libya with the gold. That would be too generous. He would have to get Truman in his hand to purge that one influence on turn 2. That's dicey. Okay, now assume socialist governments will be a good turn 2 headline, but
Yeah, for sure. If he wants to go for the, yeah, he's gonna poke. Yeah,
oh,
he's gonna
okay.
go to France
Yeah, but
through.
now it's reasonable to play the goal. I mean,
Yep.
Soviets have access to France
Anyway.
anyway.
Yep. At least you are a little bit ahead now.
hmm I'm not sure I like that poking.
I've done the poking many times. Like if you don't have the access card to France, you just brute force yourself into it.
Mm. Okay. He has socialist government, so he can
It also creates a
lose
little problem that the
yeah.
US might have to address. So I think it's a decent
Okay.
plan.
Now
Okay, now I
blockade
have
and
blockade
install.
install. So
So good news, bad news.
yeah.
It could have been without blockade, with some price to pay in Asia, but not so high.
Okay. And he has Korea War that now he are gonna have to play, but if he rolls like he wants to roll, it'd be alright. He's gonna have to play your intervention for ops, which is basically another low up hand for him. A lot of twos, only 1/4,
Mm.
and two ones,
And no decent headline.
and no decent headline.
I
Maybe
mean,
it's
special
special
relationship
relationship.
is not, he's seen socialist governments, which is an obvious headline for the Soviets right now. So that would be a wasted headline against socialist governments. But what does that leave? For modern
From as a
revolutions, kind
resolution.
of pitiful blockade.
I mean, you can Cambridge 5 for like an empty one, but I mean, a
Blockade is a
special.
better empty one. You don't waste that many ops and information.
That's true.
Only one.
Blockade
Probably
and just
best,
get rid of this stall.
which is very sad.
All the information that you're giving is like you 100% not gonna get this stall next turn, but I mean that information is gonna get
Yeah.
at the end of the turn anyway. So I don't know.
Well, in terms of ops wasted, all the other cards waste 2 ops. This one waits 1, so probably has to be it. Unless by some chance Soviets will have another headline. I mean, defectors are gone, so decal, Vietnam Revolt, or valid. In which case, by chance, special relationship would not have been wasted. But still, okay, it would waste 1 op still. 2 for price of 1 influence. Yeah, okay, so he had the same reasoning, more or less. And rightly so. Hmm. On the other hand, Thomas might be in a bit of pickle. Which influence to remove? I mean, if he removes 2 influence from West Germany, then blockade might be empty without discard. Okay, he removed 1. He removed all from France, so Suez is now less expensive. Although I assume he will take control of France anyway.
Yeah. Do you think that Thomas will give up France to get the ops first, or do you think he'll just go for
Could
France and
you
get
mean?
the coup? Yeah,
I would take France.
I'll take France
Uh,
too. I think it's much more
Probably
interesting.
one with a 3 op, 2 France, 1 Libya to stay in the region. Possibly that can cover. Even although I don't like playing it, I mean, puts US at 8 VPs, kind of a lot. I know that milops difference is a bit significant, especially that USA has a valid coup target with 2 stability.
Yep. I mean,
Still, it's
again, Egypt has
probably a
already been
matter of
scored. There is time for, as long as it doesn't come on day or three, there is on turn three. There is time for a lot of plays in Middle East.
mm, this is a matter of domination in Europe, unless maybe he has the scoring. But even then, either he takes France or he doesn't dominate.
I can tell you when there is in his hand, he has a kind of rough one. He has two scorings, Europe and Asia.
Mm?
He has decal, so that's good news. He has East European unrest, which will do basically nothing. Olympic Games and Indo-Pac. So Indo-Pac is just two ops for him, unless he wants to.
Oh, that's a hold card and a golden one.
Okay,
Now
so
he can feel perfectly safe. Okay, maybe it's evented for the Milops
hmm,
possible victory points.
that's what I was thinking. Now he can give up the coup and get stick of the mill-ups because he has Indo-Pac.
Mm. But I really
Ooh, that's kind of a
she
weak
shouldn't went to
coup there.
Libya as well. Yeah, but you might need the ops to fight for both regions. And well, Middle East is scored, so it makes sense. Although
So he
once
drops the
again,
DEFCON.
the goddess of dice fails, Hasan.
Yep, second time, but I mean, he's not even trying too hard. The first time was a one up card, and this time it's a two up card. So
He did a coup in Pakistan as well. Rolled a nothing as well. Oh, with a one up, okay, but
yeah,
still. And now he had 50% chance of removing Soviets from the region. So that's a significant fail.
yep. Okay, we're going with
Oh,
Deco.
and
He's gonna
Deco.
shore up Asia for sure,
Oh,
and one
yes.
in Africa just to prevent him from going there. Now we're gonna see NATO. He's gonna okay. He prevents um any shenanigans with the China card by
No,
overprotecting Thailand
still
and take the risky one of
Korea
Vietnam.
is open.
Yeah, Korea's open, so I guess he's banking on being able to get that Korea.
He has Korean War, so that's significant. But I wouldn't play the China card right now. I would pivot to Europe now. Two into Spain, Portugal, one into India, let's say. Because European domination is probably unstoppable. 4 against 2
I mean,
requires 4 up. Okay, we
if
know
he does,
this hand.
he has two three ops, Warsaw Pact and is European unrest, and he has Indo Pact. So he has 8 ops. So he can spare 2 ops to get Spain, Portugal for the domination in Europe. And he can still
Mm,
fight, probably taking India, forcing Hassan to roll the dice on Korean
okay,
War.
that's 2 3 ups. Okay, but to still be dicey, I mean, he would be leaving scorings for the last 2 plays, possibly.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'll get greedy here. Okay, play 1 3 up Spain, Portugal, Korea, 2-1, of course.
Okay.
So just to prepare ground in South Korea. Then score domination in Europe, impossible to defend. Then, okay, see about Asia. What
Yep.
happens?
I agree. I think Spain Portugal is key also to prevent any shenanigans late in the game with any realignments or
Yes.
anything, and help out if you want to flip Italy with Brush War. And also, I mean, if you can get Europe scoring and you drag Hassan to fight Asia and spend all his ops there, that's kind of worth it. That's a victory.
Yes, well, Hassan spent already very much of his ops in non-key countries like Vietnam, Philippines, even
Yep.
Malaysia.
Yep.
Then again, Truman is still unaccounted for, so
Yep.
Hassan could get clever and respond to that with entering France, breaking control there.
I think that's
Still,
very possible.
domination not threatened, but well,
That's very possible that his AR6 goes on a little poke into France if it's not overprotected and try to roll the dice and get Truman to headline in next turn.
but I meant even now, after setting up a domination,
Oh,
because he
hoping that he
cannot
has
stop
it.
domination, but he could threaten to empty France with Truman. Perhaps Tomat would have to
A cheeky
respond
play.
to it, and then no Asia domination, definitely. Too bad that Hassan's hand is so weak,
Yep.
because this hand, Thomas' hand, is so vulnerable, especially with this board. I mean, Pakistan just begs to put a 4 up there. Mm, what else? Okay, France, of course. He could stop European domination with a 4 up after Spain, Portugal, with to West Germany, to Greece.
I don't think realistically Hassan can fight both. Like he's gonna have
Oh,
to
not with
choose.
this miserable hand, of course.
I think he's
Europe
gonna
is a
have to
done
choose.
deal. He can fight Asia, and likely will be able to defend it.
Thing is,
Unless,
yeah, it's he's at 3-2 right now in Europe, but there are like all these little sparkle over East European countries, Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia especially, that 2-up can get it.
Mm.
Okay, so he's overprotecting
Okay,
straight. He's not
so
messing around with Europe. That's in lockdown.
yeah, going for a sure deal.
Okay, so Hassan has, I think he has to shift the focus on Asia, take into account
What?
that he's probably gonna score Europe, so he has 2 rounds to shore up Asia and make sure that he at least he doesn't get dominated there. What do you think?
Well, maybe he could save one victory point in Europe as well by shoring up with Germany.
That he needs 2 ups for
I
that.
mean, obviously, Pakistan play would have been more inspired, but probably still not very good, given lack of 3 ups in its hand. I mean, he breaks Pakistan, so what?
Yeah, he cannot even flip it.
Yeah. Okay, so now Europe, followed by
Okay.
Cambridge 5 to South Korea, I assume.
Okay, so let's see what he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
he ties that. Probably it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be uh,
Yeah,
maybe
Asia
Indo-Pak
now.
and Asia for the ops.
No, Asia first. I
Asia
mean,
first and
Indo-Pak
that's
doesn't give
ops.
you anything, and
Yeah.
US could get domination in Asia, given one more action round.
Yeah.
Asia has
That
to go now.
Asia and then Indo-Pak to get the military ops.
Mm, Probably, yes. I mean, I would be tempted, given how much I have suffered at the hands of Indo-Pakistani war, to just hold the card, give up the expected 3 victory points, and to make sure that I own India and Pakistan.
Honestly, I don't
But
wanna.
probably not the best play, more like a trauma result.
I don't wanna be sound partial here, but with these 2 hands and being early war for the USA, I think Hassan is doing a terrific job holding back. After all 3 regions have been scored, being 0-0 on the scoring, that's pretty decent in my book.
Mm. The score after turn 2 is still under debate. Depends on the
It
war,
depends.
of course.
That the wars goes to space and the Indo-Pak, let's see.
No,
Korea
okay,
War,
so
Korea
he's
Wars.
old school as well.
Okay.
Wants to hold on to the region more than he
Yep.
loves his victory
He's
points.
gonna hold Indo-Pak for the reshuffle, so make sure that he can take India safely.
And that USA doesn't get mill-ups on turn 3. Though with duck and cover still unaccounted for, that might be a moot point.
I mean, with Europe score and being overprotected on both East Germany and Poland and Warsaw Pack still in the deck, you can play East European unrest. It's no
Oh
biggie.
yeah, definitely. Libya and Syria, I assume, as well. Middle East is back, so why not dominate it? India is another option, I guess.
Mm, yeah, I mean, Asia is a bigger, is more rewarding, but Libya
It
allows you to
doesn't even,
spread a little more.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't even establish a domination, but I assume that Vietnam is also well coming
Yeah,
next turn, so somewhat likely to end up in Soviet hand.
and Burma, it's probably gonna be his as well, unless Hassan wants to break
Yes.
Laos, Cambodia.
I
So,
mean, knowing US hand, I would go for India.
okay, he's
Whoa,
overprotecting.
but whoa.
North Korea. Oh, at the France, that's like overkill. That
It's
overprotection.
somewhat understandable.
Well, what is he
Uh,
he's fearing like a 4-up break?
yes,
Okay.
that happened. Although I don't believe it. I mean, I wouldn't have believed it playing the Soviets here, since if the US player had a 4-up, he would have used it earlier.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree with
it
that.
happens in a rich hand, yes, that
Yeah,
you hold on to a 4-up,
four to
but
break France.
this was a 2 scoring turn, so it had to have been used earlier. For example, to stop domination in Europe.
Twitch chat says that at this pace the game will be decided on time. The guys are taking their sweet time thinking. I mean, it's a tough game and it's a quarterfinal, so it's understandable.
Well, give us enough time to do the commentary. So
Yeah, that's really good
thanks.
because yeah, it gave us time to like some when I commented sank, I didn't even have time to catch my breath. He was
Yeah,
rolling the place like crazy.
probably should ask his opponent to just slow down, saying, give us commentators a bit of time.
Yeah,
In fact,
absolutely.
this was also considered one of the best anti-sanked strategies. Just bore the guy to death with slow play.
I believe you.
I
I
mean,
believe you.
Sankt himself violated it, telling that if he has to wait for an hour, which was the official time limit back in the days on the Wargame Room, for his opponent to finish his moves. So sometimes he just forgets what was he's thinking about. So bored, he's switching to other web page games. I don't know,
Okay.
but definitely working. Especially since in the game that Tomas Tvaroh, playing here, had beaten Sankt in OWC 2016, he took almost an hour. I mean, I watched the replay of the game.
Is
Quite
there a video on
remarkable.
YouTube of that?
No, it was on Wargame Room, so I
Okay.
just saw the file with
Okay, log.
timestamps over there. Okay, into Pakistani war as a headline. That's weird.
Well, he has Marshall Plan, U.S. Japan, Suez Crisis, that can cover DECO and Warsaw Pact form, and Europe scoring again.
Decol or Degol?
DECO, decolonization.
Okay.
So
Okay,
maybe
maybe
Suez
less
Crisis.
weird.
I don't know. But Suez Crisis, you
Okay,
don't get a
they
lot of
blocked my
battles.
screen. I can't see now.
They block your screen.
Uh,
Just get out of
well,
the.
yeah, with the war card and some
Oh yeah,
chapters are ongoing. Come on, just click it.
yeah, man.
Son,
He's
stop
really.
obstructing my view.
Oh, maybe he went to the bathroom or something.
And left us with this.
He could have left out with
That's
something better for
rude.
sure.
Still, probably a little better than I think what Kayan Fan was doing in his game. Just clicking all over the place, like ramping up his APM, StarCraft style.
Okay, so let's take a look here to. Oh, maybe this got. I think. Okay,
Okay.
we're not seeing the USSR because Hasan is not clicking on this. I'm gonna try to fix it.
No,
But
no worries. You
I
can.
think no, I think it's working. It's just Hasan is not doing anything. Let me take a
Yeah.
look to the other hand.
Else the
Okay, so
tick mark is
let me
rotating.
comment what Thomas is thinking here. So he
Oh,
okay,
okay.
now we're back. Okay.
I'm using washroom. Be right back.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
He goes for duck
really?
and
You can't
cover.
think I can cover?
That
No,
that's why
no.
he
That's
headlined it.
yeah, but still, that's old school. Okay, no, he has Marshall and US Japan. And he should have to give up one of these cards. But this is a map in which you could give up Marshall. I mean, take Turkey, prompt USA to take Greece, maybe even Canada. Give up Marshall then.
Yep.
That
I
can
mean
cover.
that's
Oh
so.
no, no.
I think he's just taunting Hasan into taking Japan so he can play US Japan for free.
But still no domination. No reason to.
Well, he has. Oh yeah, that's true. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. So if he takes one more, he takes Burma, then
Yeah, but then we can fight in Indonesia, Laos, Cambodia, maybe.
okay,
For now, he has stopped European domination.
let me write that down because then we can ask Thomas to say, hey, what the hell?
I mean, that's an old school play. Really old school. Just inventing duck and cover unforced. I know that giving up any of the major US events is heresy right now. Duck and cover Marshall, US Japan. But still, on this map,
I mean, he
Marshall
has
practically
three,
begged
so
to be played.
he has to give at least two, right? Or maybe one and
Oh,
space the other.
hold on. Space duck and cover, obviously. Give up Marshall after taking Turkey, prompting USA into taking Greece, maybe also Canada,
Hold US.
and how to use Japan. And of course, Q Panama with something.
Do you
Warsaw
think that
Pact
he
probably.
uses Marshall Plan here? And I
Well,
mean,
he sped back and cover, so he wouldn't have to, but he not in this action run, of course.
you
Now
want to just
it's
take
Warsaw.
Turkey then?
Yes, Warsaw Pact into Turkey, and he doesn't have Asia, or does he?
He has Europe, not Asia.
He has Europe scoring.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking. Like you wanna get that. You wanna get Turkey before the U.S. gets there for sure. But if you give Marshall Plan, then it's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
tough to
you
fight.
okay, but you told you give up a Marshall Plan on IR6. If you
That's
have
true.
Europe, then on IR6 it's done deal probably.
Yep.
And you might even want to event Warsaw Pact in that case, if you play Marshall for the event as well. And that's 5 influence points in Eastern Europe on a turn when country count matters a lot.
Okay, let's see. He
Okay,
goes
you
for
need to account for
Suez
2.
Crisis. That's 3. Okay, he gets 2 on. Hmm. Interesting that he goes for Zaire, having Deagle in hand.
True, true. Hmm. I assume Deagle might be a decent AR6 in this hand.
Yeah, but what I mean, the fight it's basically on the early war region, so I don't think Hassan has an eye on going to Africa right now.
True. Yeah, might if he has Europe scoring, then the second op maybe should have went to Austria.
Maybe he doesn't want to give it up. Doesn't want to give the cue that he's actually going for that. Hassan's gonna take Canada, and that's gonna trigger an easy Marshall Plan later.
Yes, but Warsaw Pact now only gives you one non-battleground. Whereas if you
Yep,
just put another influence into Austria, then Warsaw
yep,
Pact to Czechoslovakia, to Austria, one Poland, of course, and you instantly dominate by 2.
yep. And that
And then
makes
you
it really,
can
really
just
hard. Actually,
play
impossible.
Marshall.
He needs a lot of ops to be able to die.
No, it would be impossible, mathematically impossible to defend Europe in that case. There's no battleground to break, and the difference of 2 would require, well, 6 ops. So, not really.
I mean, you could potentially break break
Oh,
Turkey,
break
and
2 non-battlegrounds, yeah, but you just don't
that's
do
such a
that.
waste of ops. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he decides to go for he played Nora 2 for Canada, 1 for South Africa.
Yeah, okay. Given his hand, a relatively rich hand, that makes sense.
Hmm. So says government's gonna be an empty Romanian negation. I mean, he's gonna give it up at some point, but he probably doesn't
Yeah, but
want to.
very late.
Yeah.
Might even hold on to it,
Do you think
given a
he'll
little time.
try? No, Truman is gonna be maybe kept in the deck for later.
Yes, most likely. The question is, how long can he defend? But Warsaw Pact, does Thomas has any 4-up? No, only US Japan. Okay, or US
Yes, US,
Japan
Japan, and
Marshall.
Marshall.
Other than that, no.
He has, but they come attached with a little inconvenience,
Mm.
especially Marshall Plan.
Yeah, US Japan is practically unplayable since it allows for US to dominate with just a little break in Pakistan. Especially since in the Pakistani war is gone now, that's a safe play.
Okay,
Oh,
Eventena.
event,
Yeah,
but
he's going for your play.
threat is not sufficient. That okay, Truman is not enough now. Okay,
That is completely gonna give it up. Like absolutely.
yeah, maybe it was a better play because he didn't waste one more op in Europe. And Hasan would be probably, yes. He doesn't have the cards to take two non-battleground in the next two plays.
Oh, well, he can remove 3 there.
Yes, but Euro domination is there to stay.
No,
These three,
but now
well,
he's forcing
okay.
it to have a 3 up card if he does that. He
But
should know that
no,
he has 2 4-ups at least. He should know that Marshall Plan is in his hand, and he should know that US
yes,
Japan is in
but
his hand.
Europe is already dominated. Thomas doesn't have to do anything more
Okay.
in Europe, just
Oh yeah,
score it.
that's right.
And then play Marshall Plan practically for free.
Hmm. That's interesting why Hassan did that. If he didn't prevent domination.
Yeah, but he didn't have 6 ops to fight for Europe.
Yeah.
Because he would have to use nuclear test ban to take some 3-step non-battleground, one into another one, and then use 2-op to take the other one. He didn't have the 2-op required for that. Vietnam Revolt is somewhat unplayable here. It's best spaced, because that would give up domination in Asia.
Yep. I wonder why he could have just used socialist governments, fix it, and space Vietnam revolts. But
Yeah, Truman move was a bit wasted here.
I
Because
think it was
3
best to keep
influence
it
in
in the deck
Austria, yes, or
for
a
later. Maybe you can
grander
do.
purpose, like a battleground. 3 ops in Austria, 3 inf in Austria, sorry, did not change much. So I didn't like that move. And Thomas did very well. I mean, I wanted to put one more into Austria to just get an advantage by 2,
Yeah. Now he
but
gets.
he got away without doing that.
Now he gets the other domination as well. So now Hassan is
Yes,
gonna have to
and okay, he has decal, and what's the other card?
US Japan, US Japan and decal. So that means US Japan is
Okay.
probably gonna be free later.
Mm, okay, now try to fight in Asia, of course.
It's gonna flip there. That's good. And he has
Maybe
one
one
more
more
up.
even.
Okay, he's gonna get presents. Oh, why don't you walk into Colombia?
Do you? Do you have time to risk it? Because,
Oh no, no, sorry.
okay,
I thought it was last AR. Sorry, I thought it was last AR.
I don't know.
No, last
But
AR he
even in
would walk
last
into
year,
Colombia.
not necessarily. I mean, it's a risky move, and USA has more cards to grant access to South America. So I don't like to do. Okay, on turn 3, if this tile did not show, sure.
But this
But
we know is gonna be well. He knows he put it back in the deck, so it might be, but we
yes,
haven't seen it. So
yes, it will be back. But okay, there is Nicaragua and Mexico as a decent. Okay, but that would require playing Vietnam. No, so probably Romania abdication only. And now Thomas hits with a strong AR6,
yep,
negating any strong US AR6.
yep.
Yes, that was a very decent move.
Now he's in a pickle. He has to decide if he wants to fix and sacrifice Vietnam, which is not a good option. I think giving Romania is probably better since independent rights is
Yeah,
still there. Hold
if there's
Vietnam,
too many
place it next
threats
turn.
to parry, you might just want to ignore all of them and
Yep,
create a threat of your own. Romania abdication into Nicaragua creates a US threat. Something
he's
of
gonna
a threat.
fix.
You could just take Laos Cambodia, the
Yeah,
most urgent one. Because for talent, oh,
he's gonna give.
really? Then like that,
Oh, he wants to
no.
overprotect talent too, so he doesn't get flipped. Tough spot, tough spot.
Yeah,
Talent is really, really important. I don't think that's
that's
necessarily
true.
bad.
Okay, good thing he didn't play Vietnam Revolts. Really
Yeah,
didn't like giving that up.
yeah, for sure. Central
Okay,
America scoring, okay? Central America
and
has a hand.
Where's America's life
I'm
saver?
gonna tell you Thomas' hand, so you are aware. So he was
Mm,
holding US Japan. He got the factors: Che, Panama, uh, Pope, Longaman, OPEC, Colonial Rear Guards, and one small step.
So, okay, one small step is a very good headline, but other than that, it's
No, he's
crap.
on the Soviet. He doesn't. He definitely doesn't want to play colonial rear guards. Thomas, I'm talking about Thomas Han.
Yeah, one small step is a
Oh,
headline
one
for
more.
the Soviet.
Sorry, I thought he was talking about colonial rear guards.
No,
Yeah,
other than that, he has a very poor hand.
yeah. He has a. I mean, he has Che that will give him like an upper hand on Africa and Central America. But okay, he's going for long gunman.
Now, yeah, that's a somewhat I'm desperate move. Yeah, nice cleanup.
Okay.
Especially that, yeah, very nice. So
Well, he know
he
Deagle
see,
is out, so there is no way that he can walk back without giving a coup in Saharan states. There could be a couple of ends, right? We have South African unrest and um, Portuguese empire crumbles that allows him to
oh
get
yeah,
back to
but
Angola.
USA has one of them, and the other one is not in Thomas's hand. So
Yep,
now I assume he goes to Saharan states with gunman coups, Panama with okay, whatever his higher LPEC probably, yes, his highest free card. Hopes for the best.
highest through. I mean, he could use
US Japan,
US Japan and
no,
just give out the domination on give
no,
up the
not give up
area.
domination yet, but potentially very much so. I mean, shuttle diplomacy, some break in Pakistan.
I mean, the war is still there, and brush war could work out on Thailand,
No, in the
but
Pakistani war is gone for now.
no, brush war on Thailand later.
All right. Also,
But
Korean war
Korean
is
War is,
somewhere.
yeah, Korean War is still in the deck, right? If I'm not wrong, he's basic.
Yes,
So
but that's
those are the
another reason to hold on to US Japan for a while. But okay, he has Pope with the weak Poland colonials, which is totally unplayable.
yeah. Colonia is unplayable. Pope will with five you still keep control, right? No, it gives you 3-1, so you can put one and just keep control and have one free up. But you know that
Well,
solidarity
you a bit
later.
scored, but okay, long term that's dangerous.
Yep. That
Giving up the
solidarity
Pope
later can hurt you.
with Warsaw Pact gone. So it doesn't matter for now that much.
Panama
But
Canal is also probably not very playable
oh yeah.
right now.
So he has two unplayable cards. One will go to space.
Yeah, he probably would
Um,
space colonial rear guards here, right? And then play the.
definitely.
He has
But
also deflectors. That is
he might play the China card this turn. Just go into South Korea.
got a 4-3 in South Korea and try to.
Yeah, but he knows the US hand. So yeah, definitely has to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
colonial revolution just screams play the China cards right now.
Okay.
I kind of missed that at first glance. Exactly. He knows that USA cannot take it back and that he has cultural revolution. So that's another disappointing choice for Hasan. Okay, what did he do? Angola, Nicaragua.
He's thinking
Without
about it.
a moment of hesitation. That's brave.
Huge esport moment.
Yeah, but giving up on South Korea is the right move. He cannot fight in Asia with this hand. It's way too poor, and well, he has the Central America scoring, so he
I mean,
definitely should fight there.
he has a little bit of trouble himself. Like, he has Quagmire, he has Vietnam Revolt, so we just basically flip a country there. He has Cultural Revolution that would. I mean,
Yeah,
he has a
that's
fair deal.
a quagmired hand. I mean, one that you won't want to event quagmire on yourself.
What about play?
Probably
What
not
about
now.
playing Cultural Revolution and playing Nixon just to get it back, hoping that he doesn't play it immediately? I think it's a little
So
risky because he would probably play it immediately knowing that you have Nixon, but
yeah,
maybe,
and
yeah,
knowing
maybe you
that
don't want to give him that.
besides, the Soviets already have a huge advantage of knowing the US hand, giving up the China card to do more damage on
Yeah.
this turn. Okay, on Thomas's shoes, I'll probably go for, okay, to just use the power of Che, go for a double non-battleground, so Haiti, Saharan states probably. just to invite another non-battleground coup from USA and use Che properly, hopefully getting Nigeria in the process. Especially that he knows that he should keep up the pressure on USA, knowing that USA has a weak hand. Thomas's hand is also weak, plus vulnerable since he wants to event one small step immediately, but well, definitely can't do it now. Not with Cuba threatened as it is.
Okay, he goes for US Japan.
Okay. Still don't like
Okay.
it, but maybe.
I mean, that giving domination.
Yeah, but why didn't he go to Saharan states? I mean, you have Che, you gamble on non-battlegrounds.
Okay, so Hasan is gonna poke. Oh no,
Yeah,
he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook Haiti.
yeah.
Okay, for the double threat there. Plus 2 there on the realignment if he's successful. Bro, I think the USSR will immediately coup back
Okay, exactly. And
Nicaragua.
he did a better move. Just took Mexico,
Yeah,
threatening
threaten that.
domination.
Now he's forcing the USSR to coup Nicaragua, and he can coup back Haiti.
Yes, and he cannot use Che for it. I mean, shouldn't. That will be a waste.
Yep, just one
So,
coup is no bueno. So he's
okay.
eventing now that getting the two
Thomas
VPs.
blinked. Thomas blinked first.
Okay,
No, really? Come
for
on, you
2.
should gamble on the coup. I mean, okay,
The realignment
Che
for sure.
would make it realignment at 0. I mean, he has to coup anyway to get Millops.
Yep, that is true.
Why not now?
That's true.
Using Nixon,
But I think
probably.
he has a complicated hand to manage, right? So
True.
he might
I mean,
might seem like he doesn't have a lot of available ops. He's gonna be managing problems.
mm, yeah, I guess it's time to play Quagmire. I mean, going for an early Central America scoring just clearly says that he doesn't want to pick a fight. He just wants to peacefully eat what he can, and then hopefully peacefully play Quagmire and get out of it. Because otherwise, it's rather expensive. He gets to Space 1. So, what? Space Quagmire, halt cultural revolution, and allow South African unrest and Vietnam revolts? No, that's just wrong. Quagmire 2 into Angola, 1 into Zaire. Screams to be played. Since, well, he cannot do anything in Asia, Middle East, Europe don't matter. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized that I forgot to start recording, so I'm gonna have to go later on Twitch and record. Is there a way? Do you know if there's a way to pull the video from Twitch
Well,
so I
you
can put it on YouTube?
just, if you set the setting to
Yeah, I do.
back up the video on Twitch,
Hmm.
then I assume you can just download it in a regular manner with some
I,
downloader add-on web
okay,
browser.
I'll investigate a little bit. If not, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a problem to put it
Mm.
on
Okay,
YouTube.
so I assume Hassan gambles on the fact that USSR did not take Angola earlier, so he doesn't have Portuguese Empire crumbles, which makes sense, I guess. Of course, it still gives up
I
Nigeria.
mean, it's a first
But
turn. Statistically, would be very unlucky if he had Portuguese Empire crumbles.
true. I assume it likely would have been played before defectors into Malaysia. So that's a reasonable gamble. Okay, assuming Thomas has nothing significant, he'll just take Nigeria.
What do you think is the reasoning behind overprotecting Thailand 4-2,
All
well
right,
6-2?
he did that. Well, talent is very important, but he doesn't have the China card, so
Okay, so he
So I
protects.
didn't.
Oh, he's
Okay, he
Quagmire.
got lucky there.
Okay, he was gonna Quagmire himself, so he didn't want a two-turn flip of Thailand. Okay, that's the reason.
Yeah, definitely. Although, okay, he might. I mean, Thomas might have had a 4-up, and then he would just take Thailand. So, okay, Thailand is the only flippable country that matters on the board right now.
Okay, OPEC for influence.
Yes.
It was only one BP, right?
Okay, very reasonable.
Yeah.
Overprotect Asia. Bread from Egypt. Now, time to coup. Well, don't leave coup as your last AR. You don't want to do that. Then again, he probably wants to space in his last
Yeah.
AR, so that's
He's gonna
also.
have to space. Yeah. I would space first on. But I don't know. Okay.
Yes, spacing first would be better, especially that this is just chef fodder right now. On the other hand, Thomas will have an awfully vulnerable hand. He did not space this turn. I assume he will. Okay, he
He
could
has to
space.
space. He has to space
Uh,
his turn unless he wants to play chair right now.
oh, he does want to play chair right now. He's dominated in Africa,
Then he goes
so
for chair and
well,
goes for
he
what is
has
it,
finally
Nicaragua
targets.
and Saharan.
Yes, well, he practically has to.
So then he's holding two very nasty cards for next
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
So is
Well,
Hassan. So
very, but okay, for Hassan, Cultural Revolution might not matter that much if he plays the China card. Oh, come
okay,
on,
he goes
Thomas
for
blinked
space.
again. Huh.
Okay. So now Hassan can safely space if he wants to. Probably Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goes for the space and roll that dice, Hassan. Let's go. You can do it. Success. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, but still behind. But yeah, but if Soviets are ahead, then USA definitely doesn't want to stay far behind.
Yep. Okay.
Mm.
Junta and ABM
Oh
treaty
yes.
on Hassan's hand. Puppet governments.
Oh, that's a
Nectar's
solid
sub.
hand.
That's a very
On the other
solid hand.
hand, okay,
Uh,
missile envy alert triggered for me, but okay, flower power is
okay.
harmless,
I'll let
so
you
not a
know what it's
problem.
on Thomas' hand. Thomas has two scorings, Asia and Southeast Asia. So you have to take care of that. Well, Asia is dominated, but Southeast Asia
Yeah,
second
so
sim. He has a
that's
problem. He has green cells.
ouch.
He has NATO. He has Brezhnev. He has kitchen debates. And is European unrest, plus the two that he brought from the previous turn, Che and
Okay,
Panama. So he has two problems.
so he needs to
And
event Brezhnev to dump grain cells. That's another downside of spacing colonials last turn.
yep,
Hmm. And he knows he doesn't have a coup. Does he have the Portuguese card? Portuguese Empire crumbles, maybe?
no.
No, no. Okay.
He has subs, but he has a lot of problems. He has two scorings to do, and he has two cards that are very little playable. Panama, well, grain cells is directly unplayable.
Panama is no longer a problem with junta and puppets here.
Well,
Panama will just be a
just
one-off
another, yeah, that's
annoying,
true.
that, but it doesn't really matter.
That is true. Hassan is gonna get access to South America like
You know,
immediately, and he actually might get a realignment on Cuba for free, right?
no, that would give up a coup to the Soviets.
No, but he got no coup. There is no. Oh,
Cuba
he has to coup in Cuba, right? But I mean,
goes for
yeah, he's gonna
Argentina,
go.
sensibly,
He's gonna do
Cuba.
exactly that, just to go to DEFCON.
Okay, Asia is
He's
gone,
just
and
scoring.
now.
Okay, he got rid of one of his.
Yeah, the other is not a big problem. I mean, you can even fight for Laos, Cambodia, maybe, although this time Hassan has a solid hand. He'll be able to defend everything. Yeah, that hand really changed a lot. Hassan takes South America first, without any way for Thomas to fight that. No IBM, no brush for, if I heard you correctly, no digital.
No
He's
distal.
very desperate, but this late in the game,
Oh boy. He's going with the big
yeah.
guns, and he did not achieve anything.
Let's see, in Hasan's shoes, oh, probably just put one more into Argentina. Just do try again, my friend. And then
Yeah,
play
he
puppets.
probably wants to get at least one in Chile, right?
Nah, he might not try realigning again in that case. Nah, okay. That
No,
would be a mean move. But
he was. I mean, he can always do puppet governments and just get there immediately. So
yeah, so just tempting into doing more realignments would be nice. Okay, so what is yet to be scored? Southeast Asia, of course, Africa, South America.
yeah, so it looks good for the USA right now, but I mean, Africa it's very flippable, especially with only one on Zaire and Angola. There's one event still to come on the Middle War that will flip Angola right now, and the AR1 coup.
True, but also Nigeria, either flippable with a 4-up or to be taken with ABM. So Africa is heavily in favor of USA. South America the same. So
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
maybe
see
it's too
how.
early to call the game, but so
I don't see.
far,
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, we keep interrupting each
Yeah.
other.
This is the little delay. So I don't see how the USSR can poke into South America right now. Like distal hasn't come by, then distal comes. This could be controlled for all we know,
Yes, it will be.
because Papa government is
No
gonna
way
give him
around it.
access to Venezuela and Brazil. Uh, OAS is still in the deck as well, and distal is gonna come maybe a little too late to give that access.
Exactly. Junta
And Junta's already
or
gone.
Brushmore or IBM are best bets, and yeah, Junta IBM hasn't got them.
Yeah, the problem
That's
is
a
you
huge
need
game
Brass
changer.
for right now before he actually start to overprotect and put countries on.
Yes, also why I didn't like very much that Hassan took Argentina. He should have taken Chile.
I mean,
Leave one in
he could have
Argentina.
played puppet governments for Venezuela, Brazil, and Chile and do the same thing.
No, but then he doesn't have even present there in case Thomas
In
has the
case,
scoring.
okay, I get you, I get you.
So he should have taken Chile with the 3-up in this move instead of one Argentina to Chile. Because Argentina is a very good Bradford target right now. And if he
Well,
would take it after Chile, then it's always -1 on the little thing that matters.
yeah, I mean, 66% or sorry,
50.
66, yeah, or 50. It's a little bit of a
It's a little bit, but it matters.
it matters. 100%
Okay,
matters.
pressure for influence. Yeah, didn't like that.
Okay. Okay, he's holding that IBM treaty. He knows that's gonna be important one.
Mm. Yeah, but now Zaire is threatened, so
Yeah,
he
he
could
has to
go for.
overprotect that or Q Cameroon. He's gonna overprotect and okay, overprotect from realignments too,
Mm.
and get that
Okay,
domination
but
again.
now is the time for Che
Yep.
and all in white or all in leather and fix things for good. Arab Israeli, come on, why do we do that? Why would you do that? Okay, got lucky, but still, even for arms race sake, that
Well, it
could have
was
and should
uh,
have fighted.
it was 33%, right? That he will flip, and it's just one up. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
he
guess
could
he
have
has other problems. I don't know.
used 5-year plan, then used the extra one in Chile.
Oof, those
Ouch!
rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Event? No. Ah.
Uh,
Okay, that was funny. Then again, would I have won Damn, it would have won the game if it didn't
Yeah.
grab grain sales.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, now that was a little unlucky,
Okay.
but I mean, he's pulling two cards, right?
Yeah, but it was inspired and wrong.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't think it was
playing.
necessarily wrong. Like, I mean, I don't know
I mean,
what's the reasoning behind it, but
the only reason I could see is to shorten the Soviet hand and grab. Catch them on DEFCON.
yeah,
So
yeah, I think he was
fishing
trying to
for
say.
grain sales was the only reason I could see because there is no great card other than this style, which would have been played already, that Soviets might have that USA would want to discard. There is no scoring that USA would like to discard as well.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
And don't say sorry, you got lucky there.
he could have been spaced it. He should have invented Brezhnev as AR1 probably.
The good thing is now Hasan is gonna have basically the rest of the turn for him because he's gonna miss one AR. He has to score Southeast Asia, and the other two cards are one-ups, Kitchen Debates and
Ouch.
Panama Canal. So this is gonna be a this is gonna be a free turn for Hasan.
Yeah,
And he
could
has
use that return.
and he has big guns. He has flower power there. He has ABM treaty, puppet governments.
Mm.
I mean, he could even
Yeah.
go for nuclear subs, and if he knew, and start flipping countries, you know?
Yeah, but what would he flip? I mean, Nigeria will be taken with ABM anyway,
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
and
ABM to Nigeria is enough.
he needs the time to take South America. So
Yeah,
puppets
Hassan.
for
Now that
my
I
flower.
think of it, Hassan is looking really dominant on the mid-world regions.
Yeah, cool. Cameroon, that makes sense. Okay, we missed the
I
roll.
roll roll two.
Mm.
Okay, Southeast Asia is gonna be score. That's two.
Okay, so puppets finally, or
Yeah,
ABM? Puppets.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
going for
because
the
if Soviets had Asia, they would have scored it right now.
okay.
That also means Panama Canal is no longer a problem because USA already owns entire area.
Hassan
I
has
guess.
to. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. I guess Thomas missed that he cannot space two ops anymore because he wanted. He
Oh,
said
that's
that
true.
he should have spaced it, but
Okay, that's a control there.
Angola, come on, you need one.
Yeah, I would.
No,
That's what I was gonna say. Hassan has to keep
no.
in mind that there is still a powerful USSR event to go to Angola.
Mm,
That's what's threatening right now his
yeah, should
domination
keep
there.
three in Angola. One, two. Okay, that makes sense. And okay, he heard us.
Okay.
Maybe. Hopefully not.
Hassan, are you listening? Okay.
Just type. I am listening. It happened. I listened. No. Okay, we
Yep.
could use a strong AR7, but there's no AR7 to be made here. Nothing to break, really. Okay, he just keeps pounding at Africa reasonably. Okay, so now ABM steals Nigeria.
Twitch chat is
And
now looking at the 5-year plan play, so they're a little bit delayed. So it's funny.
okay. So
That's completely
bloody
insane play.
wrong and
Yeah.
so bloody unlucky. I mean, after seeing Brezhnev, I would have assumed that Soviets don't have any really bad two-up cards. Because they would have invented Brezhnev and spaced the hell out of grain sales, for example. So,
Twitch chat is
what?
asking if Duck and Cover was still in the deck.
Think not?
I think was it
Maybe? Okay,
wasn't it
wait.
play
Where?
on turn three
No,
to
on
get
turn 3, yes, yes.
yeah,
Yeah, that
so
would have been a huge blunder to play 5 plan with duck and cover in the deck, so that did not happen.
that is 100% something that I would do, so it doesn't surprise me. It's a low level play, man. You
Hasan
gotta.
wants to show us back and cover. He heard us.
He was like, "Was it in the deck? Heck!"
That IBM, Nigeria, and nuclear subs into Colombia, and okay, no idea where else. Maybe Cameroon, maybe China card. Why?
Well, he knows that he has time, right?
True, true.
And he could just
Okay.
flip it right now.
Yes.
Cultural
Okay.
Revolution is
Okay.
it's a free card now, and he holds nuclear subs on ABM.
Yeah. So nuclear sub gives him the way to reconquer Africa should he need it.
He knows Warsaw Bag is gone, so now that's for him. He just flip. He might be able to flip. He's not flipping right now because domination is still okay.
Okay.
So new
Wow.
turn.
And he
Oof.
gets to control Africa scoring. That is great.
He got special relationship with NATO on. Oh my God, the Red Scare, stall negotiations. He has one
Yeah.
problem. We'll bury you, but that goes to space and
No, that's actually pretty decent missile envy security
target. Yeah,
insurance.
that's true.
Because otherwise, missile envy would be a huge problem. Now he just purchased the guy. If he loses 3 more victory points due to Wilbury, okay, shocks. But he scores full 10, barring a lucky brush war in South America, then activates nuclear subs, maybe, or just uses ABM in Africa, beats the crap out of his opponent there. And then for good measure, just scores 2 VPs from special relationship.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the report because the hand in Tomas, it's not too bad, but it's has a couple problems. So he has U2 incident, good ops, Muslim revolution, I guess ops as well because there is not really good target.
Yeah, it's a matter of brush war, really.
Let me see because now it went out. Okay, Willy Brandt, ops, Sadat might be a problem.
Mm.
Alliance of Progress, which is a big problem, is 6 PPs right now.
Yeah, so
That
space
is
or hold that space.
that is unplayable at the moment. Ask Not, which it could be playable because there is nothing in his hand that he can really to discard, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And
he knows that there are no scorings that matter that could be
yeah,
worthy, and no gunman. So yeah,
yeah.
that's a free play, really.
Okay, Cuban Missile Crisis, which I don't know if he might want to play it. Probably not. He probably wants to get that coup. And Usuri River that it will give the China card.
Mm. Does he have any decent headline?
Uh, I mean,
Oh, Liberation Theology.
yep.
So
He actually
that's
he already picked it. That's why I didn't see it on the hand.
okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he goes for
So
the
that's at least not a wasted headline. And
Cuban Missile Crisis
followed by
coup.
coup in Africa.
Oh,
Oh,
that's really good.
yeah. So that calls for nuclear subs. So, okay,
Okay,
first things first. Do we have time?
nuclear
No,
subs.
what you doing?
Oh,
Come on,
he's
just take it
fixing.
with salt, maybe.
Nuclear subs is a good opportunity to fight for Africa, but
I mean, one problem is that he has not many cards that could be used to coup battlegrounds in Africa. I mean, ABM not really useful. Nuclear subs, 2 scorings will bury you. Special relationship. So if he had played South to take Mexico, for example, he would practically only have Summit to use in Africa. So maybe that makes sense. Or he would have to forfeit Mexico to have 2 coups in Africa. Because, yeah, Zaire probably not fall to 1 coup. Hmm.
So what
Yeah,
is
Thomas.
Thomas thinking? What do you think
He
he would
definitely
do?
should go to Colombia. Other than that, hard to say.
Okay, he's going for a
Who?
coup.
Nah,
Hmm.
and gives access to Libya. Don't like that. Because that's a move.
Yep.
Could just. Oh, he's playing with fire, that Hassan. Yeah, Thomas blinks a lot more than Hassan. Hassan keeps his cool very much. Much more than Thomas seems to do. Seems to do, sorry. My
They.
English grammar is a bit hazy these days.
That's fine. None of us is a native English speaker, so I think we can mess up a little bit here and there.
Yeah, but the viewers, the audience, there are some
Oh,
very scrupulous people among them.
I haven't said anything. I haven't seen anything yet. But let's see. They're basically talking about uh,
Yeah, once when I wondered in one of my videos whether I should say junta or junta, I got something like 4 comments on the
really.
topic.
Well, I mean,
It seems that one is a Portuguese version, one is a Spanish version
so
of
we
the word.
say junta like the strong J, and I don't know how they say it in Portuguese, but I think the guy in the picture is Pinochet, right? So he speaks Spanish. I would go for that one.
Okay, but if you do a coup in Brazil, which is
Ah,
a
that makes sense.
Portuguese-speaking country, then you use junta.
Okay, we'll go for that then. Okay, he's going for
Okay,
the ABM treaty. Expected. Okay,
oh,
big roll
that
there.
was high. Yeah, kind of too bad that he didn't have a somewhat better hand, less encumbered. Because then ABM would go to Zaire, maybe, and nuclear subs to Nigeria. Now it's just a draw.
He could. He has four. Oh no, he needs two coups to be able to get it on his side, and he has special relationship that he wants to event. So
Yeah.
I think
So
that's it for now.
will very well. It's a good hold card. Misland with deterrent plus it will.
And he get one BP for Africa, so it's not that bad, you know.
Yeah. And there are so many non-battlegrounds, red non-battlegrounds in Africa that probably getting a domination was never an option. Okay, I guess Thomas should really space now since he doesn't have anything better to do.
There seems to be a lot of love for Hassan on the tweet chat.
I mean, for his play or personality.
I don't know if it's a secret admirer or it's just a game admirer, but there's I've seen a couple of comments already saying that Hassan
Mm.
is a much better player. Which hey, I don't think that they both really good. Have to stay professional here.
I definitely don't want to generalize. I can just say anything about the current game
Yeah,
and their play in it.
yeah. There's been a couple of plays from Thomas that has look questionable, but
Yeah.
let's
Although
see, let's see. Maybe it turns out okay.
Hassan, okay, maybe made, okay, at least to my eyes, some mistakes in the early game. Maybe turn one when he didn't event containment, held down to blockade. I didn't like that, although it was understandable, of course. Come on, China card? No, no, you should not
He's
have done
fighting
that.
really strong for that Middle East.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, that's two VPs
He's
and
held
the
down to.
possibility to
Hey,
break
what does he
France.
have? Suri, Kennedy, and what's card number 3? Anyway, he should
Uh,
have space to Suri to gamble
he has Usuri
on his
Alliance for
3 VP.
Progress,
Oh, right.
and Asuna. He has three top ones in the hand. I mean, he can give Asuna, but Usuri and Alliance for Progress are very much unplayable. I would
Mm-hmm.
not give six
Oh,
VPs
no,
for three
Suri
up.
was playable with China card in hand. Either way, he
Yeah,
gives up the China card.
that is true. If you want, I mean, give it to Chanagari is okay. Get four up for three up is not okay normally.
I would have probably spaced Usuri just to give this bonus a try and try for space 6 maybe to be able to discard
Yeah,
in
for sure.
7.
Yep.
And Kennedy, of course, on AR7.
Yeah, he's
Holding
got.
on to Alliance for Progress since it's very, very bad. I want a gun for good. Not sure about the status of turn 7 reshuffle, because
I
the
think
screen number of cards have been blinking once or twice, but
this they have exchanged the China card 2 times already, right? So it's been back and forth 2 times.
yeah, but also depends very much on the events. One start sorry, the start events. Okay, 15. 15 and both get 7.
He gets.
Oh no, sorry, he used Kennedy.
Yep.
So now, yes, I think we'll have a reshuffle, but an
By
exact
one.
reshuffle. Yeah, so one less card, and there it wouldn't be a reshuffle because there are 14 cards left in the draw deck. They each get 7, so
No, they
nothing
each have to
stays.
get 8, right? 7 plus the
They
headline.
each get 7 from the draw deck. Oh no, Hasan still gets to play cards, so 8 and 7. So total 15. Okay, so with one extra, there will be a reshuffle.
Okay, so let's see reshuffle happening. Okay,
Yeah, containment,
one
Korean
card.
War, V.
That's something I always wonder. Like in this, who draws first? Like who gets from the reshuffle? Like for
So
example, it goes the USSR draws first, or it
the
goes one
general
on
rule
one.
is that USSR draws first, but of course after the reshuffle there's just a new draw deck. So whoever's turn it is to draw from the draw deck, then draws the card.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here to the hands. Okay, so Portuguese Empire Crumbles is out now, but it's a little too late. Africa's been scored, and he will overprotect and get rid of it probably. Um, what were other okay, the hand in Thomas. Thomas' hand is Brush War, very important if he wants to get the Thailand, although their numbers are not on his side. How will learn to stop worrying? That's gonna be up for him. This stall.
Finally,
This finally, Cambridge 5, Ops, Bear Trap, Problem, Armani in
oh,
Tehran, maybe
how
Problem.
many non-playable cards? I mean, Bird Trap and the other.
Oh, he has Bear Trap, Usuri, and Alliance. The rest is
And
basically
Tehran,
playable.
yeah, he'll be playing Bear Trap for the event. He practically has to. Okay, so Mr. Envy or Containment?
I
Mr.
mean,
Envy is
he could take the risk on Armani in Tehran and just space one. Well, he has to play one.
and still has to
Yeah,
play one. So which
yeah.
one? Usuri?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he doesn't have Asia enough were protected to be able to,
Mm.
just fix it with 3 ops.
And he would just give access to Pakistan and India, which
Yeah,
Hassan doesn't have at the moment.
and he has a China guy, so yeah, it's not a good idea
Mm.
at all. And giving 6 VPs doesn't sound like a good idea either.
So in Hassan's shoes, I would probably gamble on Mr. Envy, even despite the fact that Thomas sees it. I mean, Will Bury and Duck and Cover are gone, so Cuban Missile Crisis as well, I think. I mean, they could be back, but they only drew 2 extra cards, I think. One of them is Special Relationship, by the way, so that's juicy.
Special relationship? Oh, he came. Oh my God, he came back
Yeah.
for
So
another.
I think it's mathematically impossible or barely possible. Not sure.
That's a
How many cards from the discard did Thomas draw? One or two?
nothing. I don't see any card. Brushword never came out, so none of his cards are actually from the discard.
Okay, so Miss Envy is a free card right now. I mean, okay, it doesn't have any chance of losing the game due to DEFCON.
But I know that because I can see his hand. I don't know if Hassan
Um,
exactly count how many cards he was gonna
he
draw.
should be able to count that, knowing how many cards were in the draw deck before the reshuffle happened. So there were 14 cards, I think. And they both got 15 cards combined.
Uh,
So
and
there's only
lighter.
one card from the discards, which is special relationship, a notable card. So he should theoretically be able to calculate every single card Thomas has. And he definitely needs to know that none of these cards are will bury you or duck and
I
cover.
mean, yeah, I agree. If he's counting exactly every card, he should know exactly every card that is in his hand because none of them are new. So
Eh,
he should know.
Most people don't do that. I don't do that really. I just
I just
don't
count
have
the
the
important ones. Yeah.
mental capacity for that. I just count the notable cards.
Yeah.
By the way, what are the highest? Are there any 4-ups in Thomas's hand?
No, only threes, but a lot of threes.
Okay, yeah, so he would just give up Bertrap probably. Because what else? Usuri, Islands for Progress. Uh, these are no-nos.
Twitch chat is commenting that probably the people that are complaining about how junta are probably not English speaker either. So don't worry too much about it. Okay, so what is he doing with
Yeah, why did he invent how I
yeah,
learned?
I don't understand that. Why he wanna put it up or
I mean, it's DEFCON 2 or 4. Nothing else makes sense.
yeah, I would think he want the coup.
Yeah, but that gives up France and Cuba maybe, which... Okay, USA dominates Europe anyway.
Oh, he could see the headline, so he knew that he was breaking
Yes,
France.
exactly. But still, given the quality of coup targets, maybe DEFCON 4 makes more sense, and then fix France, maybe a little bit of Cuba as well, because the best USA has to coup is Zaire at 4 influence. So a dicey target. On the other hand, Missile Envy then is even more maybe alluring.
I've
So
lost games
maybe
pulling Misilambi. They're doing the risky play. I don't know if Hassan, if I mean, if he's counting for sure, he has to know that there is no potential suicides. But
mm, at DEFCON 4, should Thomas set DEFCON to 4, then, well, he
yeah,
doesn't even have to calculate anything.
yep,
Okay, I guess DEFCON 2 it is, although the screen froze for a moment.
yep,
Maybe another washroom break.
it's possible
It's
because
the
his stream is
worst
been pretty
moment.
good. Yeah, the time on Hassan's side is slowing down. So yeah, it's he went to the bathroom.
Mm, yeah, because we still see the timer going 1 second at a time. Okay, so there's probably another move by Thomas that we're not seeing yet. Taking control of France. Maybe one more into Cuba as well with some of the trio. Does he have a playable trio other than Brush War?
I mean, Brashford is probably gonna be evented, right? He has
Yeah,
arms
so
race. He has arms race,
yeah, that's
but
an event as well, probably.
yeah, I mean, you could play for ops if you're against a wall, or if Hassan gets more ops than you.
Yeah, but I don't see a vector of victory for Thomas right now.
Yeah, I
DEFCON
agree.
is not. Europe, probably not. Warsaw Pact gone. Poland in US hand.
I mean,
So that makes it a very smart play by Hasan.
if he can get a whole bag
Oh
of
yeah, that's 4-up effectively. So he gets to control France and Cuba. So that's smart.
okay, so if
So
he gets a whole bag of Europe and he is able to maybe flip Africa or Central America, I think he's still on because he's dominating Asia, Middle East,
some
and
early war games maybe with a lucky streak. And Brushford stealing Panama, I assume. That's the best chance because
thing is
okay,
there is no
Venezuela makes
scoring right
sense,
now
but
available, so everything is looking forward to turn 8, hopefully.
Okay, so what does he do right now? Containment for the event, maybe. If he doesn't want to event Mr. Envy.
Okay, he's going for Korea War.
Oh,
Oh
flower
my
power.
God,
No,
two VPs
no, you can't
and
do that. Come on, take it back.
yeah, I think that
Can't
goes to
play it.
space in this situation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Going for a no,
Well,
here's no coup.
come on, but all of these are ops practically.
I think
So why not use containment?
okay, Haiti.
Okay,
Okay,
except for one space, that is. What did he do with the even intervention Portuguese? By the way, I think it was a mistake to use Portuguese. I mean, Portuguese is somewhat playable.
yep, I
Korean
agree.
War is not.
Yep, I agree. But he may be thinking that he's 100% gonna space Korea War. But honestly, I will hold you an intervention. Like there is gonna be things that are reformer that you don't want to play at all.
No, but you have so many annoying cards in hand. You have the China card. Defcon is not an issue. It makes sense to play you an intervention here. Especially that, well, Allende is so annoying, for example, that it gives, because it gives access to Argentina, so a touch or the betrayer
Well,
becomes a problem.
then use the UN for Allende. I don't see why you needed to use it with
True,
Portuguese and
true.
Park Crumbles.
Yes, that probably was the worst card to use it on.
But
S-
hey, he must have his reasons for that.
Although still, containment for the event made most sense probably in my book. Okay, so the big gamble, Panama, and it
Boom.
worked.
So now he's
Yeah,
dominating Central America.
yeah, she's dominating 3 regions, plus
Yep.
maybe some OPEC payout.
Okay. So Haas gonna space. Expected fails,
Mhm.
which I mean, as long as that's not even too bad. Like if I mean, I would like to be at three
Oh,
at the
headline. Thomas will still
yeah.
see
That's
his
what I say.
headline.
I would like to be at the four, but you know, it's it's not
Now,
just
seeing headline matters quite a bit. Besides, also reduces his chances of Star Wars being active.
oh yeah, that's true. Star Wars. That's a
Oh, event salt. Okay.
what's he get?
Haha, right.
Oh,
Good call.
yeah, 100% agree with that.
Only
Still
five right
five.
now, but
I mean,
still.
but it's like salting OPEC, right? It's like it's 100% worth it.
True.
And this will put him at 13 points. So it's like a one score away from getting the 20 VPs, right?
And practically it negates any option of War Games victory for the Soviets.
Yep. And
It
it puts the
guarantees that
threat.
War Games will be a huge threat for the USA to win the game. And Thomas, doesn't even have a very good coup target right now. Zaire's at 4, so what does he
Yeah,
do?
that's true.
Oh, sorry, Thomas has Angola as a target. Yeah,
Well, I think
misread the
Thomas
title.
have to. Yeah, he
Has
has
to go
Angola.
Angola, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
even that
that
didn't work.
hurts. That hurts a lot. Now,
Yeah,
now Hassan
but
can
okay,
just coup
USA doesn't
anything.
have a great target. On the other hand,
Yep. But he can just coup anything, just to drop the DEFCON and secure his Angola.
payment.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe. No, 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 you don't do that. Has to be Zaire, probably.
He doesn't even gain anything by successfully getting Libya. Okay, what did he go for?
Zaire
Zaire. Okay,
came just one
unlucky.
short, controlling the country.
Well, not really
So
unlucky.
what?
It was against the odds, but
Yeah, I guess it's bird trap type right now, but I'm not don't remember what else Thomas has
so he has
other
bear
than.
trap. He has arms race that he cannot
All
play
right.
for points. Uh, Arman in Tehran and Isuri.
Okay. So he could hold on to bird trap, maybe. No, that would mean giving up Osuri. Yuck. No. Probably has to be bear trap right now. Because you cannot afford to play it in AR6. One miss and you're stuck.
Yep. I think you have to do it before. You don't want to give up the next coup. It would be basically like they played it. Like you didn't control the event at all.
Mm. So maybe two Zaire, one France, something like that.
Yeah. Overprotecting France, it's key so you don't get decimated in Europe there. Because there it's one ahead, right now. It was two ahead, but he lost Poland, so now he's one ahead.
Mm, one ahead? Yeah,
In
no, he's
Europe.
one behind. Hasan is having an advantage in battleground count.
Well, in
Just
battleground, but not in
the country count.
then
Oh,
country
you mean the
count.
country count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so
but
he
only one
went
is
to
Zaire.
he protected Cuba and got Zaire
South Korea.
and South
Okay,
Korea. Okay.
makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. True.
Okay.
Okay, didn't like Cuba very much, but South Korea makes sense. Okay, playing Missile Envy right now would have been a real nasty move. Do it! Do it!
He's thinking about it.
Do it! Do it!
He's thinking about it.
Come on, Hasan, we know you can hear us. Missile Envy, do the math. Come on. Make
I mean,
Wojciech Pietrzak
he
proud
has
of
to
you.
know that Usuri is in his hand. He's hoping that he can pull Usuri right now. I'm 100% sure.
But that requires doing the math. I mean, that can cover. Okay, probably would have been a first space choice by the Soviets. So he can gamble on that if he did not calculate.
He's thinking about it. He's like, do I
Yeah,
press this button? Yes or no? Is there
come on,
something that I'm
Hasan.
missing?
Oh yeah, he did it.
He's going for it. Now there is a
That's a cool
choice.
move.
Okay, what is he giving?
A dick move, but a cool move. And now Thomas gets to discard Missile Envy to Bear Trap. Okay, arms race. Did not amount to much, but he will be stuck with. Oh. Okay, so Alliance for Progress, I guess, has to be evented anyway.
That was actually a really cool move because that forced him not to discard one card that he wants to discard. So
Yeah,
keep him stuck on that. Okay,
so sorry.
sorry.
Okay, at least he will not be stuck with it. Okay, so
Yeah.
now Camp David for event.
Okay,
Maybe.
14 BPs. Hassan is getting dangerously
Yeah.
close to the victory.
Okay, there was
If
a no decent AR7 play maybe when
okay,
Algeria is.
South America is here,
Oh, yeah,
so I think
likely
Hassan
game over,
is there
but
some is somehow that Thomas
well,
can save here.
well, he could coup Brazil in his AR1, and he sees the headline, so I wouldn't dare to
Yeah, I
headline the
agree.
scoring.
That
That
can
can
cover will
cover.
give him
Okay,
3
could lose
VPs.
the game. It's late war now, so okay, he heard us because he picked up that can cover for a while, and there is no confirmation for headlines, which bothers me, by the way. If you headline a card, it stays, as opposed to any other play during an action round, in which you still can undo what you did.
I mean,
You cannot.
I would 100% headline that can cover here, right? Like it gives you 3
And,
VPs, puts you closer to victory.
and
Even
opponent headlines cow, and you lose.
what uh
Shoot down cow, some number.
oh, okay, the Soviet shut
Yeah, that.
down
Yeah.
call. Yeah. Call
So you
07.
headline NORAD. Really,
Yeah.
NORAD. Maybe
But do
Africa,
you think
but
that
no,
the
no.
Soviet would play call on headline?
He sees US
Oh,
headline.
he sees the headline. Okay, that's true. Yeah, never mind. Forget about what I said in the last 30 seconds. That was dumb.
Also recorded.
Also,
No
also
worries.
it'll be on YouTube, so no worries.
So it has to be NORAD. What else? In Africa, maybe, but it's too risky that Soviet has
Yeah.
something to mess up Africa in the headline, and then South America doesn't win the game immediately. Same goes for Europe. Okay, Europe can it be messed up? Yes, by reformer. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
but he
Nora
has to
this.
problem. He has the problem with South America right now, right? He has to.
Mm,
He doesn't know, or he might guess actually. He has Cuban. I'll tell you his hand anyway. He has Armani Tehran that brought from the last turn. Voice of America, nasty. Glassnut, that is no bueno right now. Um, Latin American Death Squad, Vietnam Revolts, Kitchen Debates, 5 Year Plan, Cuban Missile Crisis, and Brezhnev. So
okay.
there is no junta, there is no.
Yeah, but Hassan might be worried about aims because the headline NORAD has one flaw. I mean, South America can be discarded from your hand,
Yep,
and then a coup in Africa, and the game goes on. So, okay, if you only had a non-battleground in South America, I would just headline it, no question asked. But now it's so easy to stop with some cards, which Thomas probably doesn't have. I do not exactly remember each and every one of them. No, okay, Norat is a safe choice here. South America is I want to win right now choice here. Hmm. Other than that,
I mean Hassan has time because they said that it was gonna be a 90 minutes game. I asked him beforehand.
okay. But NORAD, okay, look at France. France is not overprotected, and with NORAD active,
Yep, he could flip that. Okay,
no, why Africa? Come on, NORAD, and then you get to dominate Europe if Soviets cool
that's
in
actually
AR1.
if well he has South African unrest and Portuguese and well he got Portuguese Empire right because he spaced it, so he could be
Mm,
back. So
mm,
if
mm. Yeah,
if
also
Thomas had
ABM,
that, yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, so he's taking a risk here because he could flip
Okay,
that and dominate him.
yeah, but he does have two of the events in question, the colonization and the unrest. So
That's true.
that's a reasonable gamble in most circumstances. But
But the thing
now I
is, you
don't think
didn't
it's
have to take the
necessary.
gamble.
Yeah, I mean, NORAD, if Soviets go in South America, you get to dominate Europe and still get a few VPs from South America, probably two at least.
3, yeah.
I assume he might realign Venezuela. Okay, that could be one. But yeah, but also makes 20, so also sounds good. Or you could even fight for domination later. And if opponent does not coup South America, it's a game over.
Okay, let's see what Thomas wants to do here. He's looking around. Okay, he's going for
Right.
Brezhnev.
Okay, decent choice. So I
He's
guess
going for a coup on
Hassan
Brazil,
feels
probably.
pretty lucky. Okay, goodbye, Thomas.
Whoa, yeah, that was it.
And congratulations, Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan gets the first game. Yeah, very